Alright guys, Cascast from the car. Listen, slightly late, but I didn't want to make my video straight away. I wanted the opportunity to reflect a bit. Actually, that's a lie. I was just busy in it. But I got that advantage as well, yeah? Now, basically, gonna make this quick. Healy B. Showreel, heard what you said about the disappointment. Don't agree. I don't agree that any true writer is concerned about disappointment. In fact, they probably embrace it because it's basically adds a little bit of a spin. And when you look at something like Endgame, like no one wanted Black Widow to die. No one would have wanted Iron Man to die. Cap to go old. In reality, that was some emotional movie. Yeah, the whole thing was disappointing, but it was in context, which actually made it so good. So when you look back at the previous movies, it actually makes all the sense in the world. So that's why it was so great. Now, basically, looking at Game of Thrones, I don't think it was. I actually binged all the previous series, yeah, and this last series, it wasn't in context. And let me tell you this, everything that actually happened that last series had nothing to do, in my opinion, really, with anything we watched from the previous series. That's why I brought up the Night Watch, yeah, because like I said, if there's no war, there's no Night King, what's the purpose of the Night Watch? Okay, but let me actually tell you other things which I think that it really lacked build up here, and this is why it was disappointing, is that you look at Brand Broken, yeah, and I just realized something. The build-up to the whole of his character was all of these skills that he developed, and he said himself, look, I'm glad this actually happened. I wouldn't be the person I was now today. Okay, so with the skills that you developed, such as being able to mind control animals or go inside that, when the Night King was attacking with a dragon, where were you? Where was your skills then? Why weren't you doing that? Yeah, and so you're just sitting down waiting for him like you'll come out of some kind of bait. Where was that skill? Speaking of another skill, Arya had the sickest training, the sickest development in the whole entire show. All she actually really did, and obviously that was a great moment, yeah, but all she actually did is leap and jumped and stabbed the Night King. Cool. But where's the other military, the swordsmanship and all of that stuff that she was doing? First of all, her greatest skill was the changing faces. What was the point of her learning that? We didn't see it in this final episode. We didn't see it do one thing. And at one point, when Jamie met, and she was trying to kill Cersei, and Jamie met her, I actually thought that was her. I was like, boom, now she's about to use it. It went over there. So I actually think that that's another issue. Jon Stone, I think he ought to have been king, because that was the whole concept of the show, that he was the true king, and therefore he should have sat in the Iron Throne, yeah? I think they could have done that and added other twists elsewhere which would have made it great. But what I still can't understand is if he was in love with Daenerys, yeah, and she was queen and he was king, why did they just say, all right, fine, we're gonna hook up, we'll be king and queen, we'll both be happy, and we'll rule the Seven Kingdoms? Again, that didn't make sense to me. I can probably think of so many other things that actually didn't make sense in terms of the build-up, yeah? But I guess we all kind of agree that no matter what you say about it, it was disappointing. When you kind of compare it to Breaking Bad, yeah? Here's what I think about the differences. Breaking Bad actually had some slow moments. In fact, I think it even had a slow season. But what it is that it was kind of all in kind of context, the building, the development of the characters, yeah. But I can't lie, it finished perfectly. All right. So really and truly, again, I can't really knock Game of Thrones, but I actually think that it's I can't compare them purely on the way they actually ended. Because let's just say, for example, I was watching the first 3 series of Game of Thrones. I was watching the first 3 series of Breaking Bad. I can't lie, I would go for Game of Thrones. But like I said, in terms of the whole storylines, yeah, which is obviously the most important thing, Breaking Bad, that was quite, yeah, that made a bit more sense. But for me, whoa, listen, man, I tell you what didn't disappoint me. And listen, not enough people watch this. Listen, The Flash. The Reverse Flash. Listen, man, I'm telling you, Flash is my show. In fact, I can tell you this, yeah, Game of Thrones, they're not going to make another season. Breaking Bad, they're not going to make another season. I can live with that. If I heard there was not going to be any more Flash, listen, man, I think teardrops. Seriously, teardrops. Flash is my show. Always been from a kid. Listen, man, you just can't beat Flash. Ramon, man, I don't know what you were doing. I don't know why you did that. You guys won't know about this, but I don't care. I'm saying it anyway. And Nora, man, that was sad. But listen, can't wait for the next series. Anyway, people, this gym workout is not going to do itself. I'm going to weigh myself, and the chances are I'm going to be so disappointed you ain't going to hear from me for a while. But if you do, I'm going to be bragging like a boss. Anyway, peace.